Hello, everyone, and welcome you all to another chapter of the Davinci Resolve tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 17, where I'll be showing you guys once you are done working with each and everything, you need to export your file. So I'll be telling you guys how you will be able to do that the most efficient and the best way possible in this particular software. So let's not waste time and let's get started. So over here on my screen, as you guys can see, this is basically the home page of the Davinci Resolve. So from here, I will choose out any project. Let's say I want to choose this video effects project and I want to import that as well. Okay. So let me just open this thing up. And as you guys can see, I do have different clips in all of these tracks. And now I want to export it. Okay. So I have done about the fusion. I have done the color grading. We do have talked about how you will be able to adjust these audios. Lastly, once you're done with each and everything, you need to go and export this file. Okay. So if you do want to save the file, okay, so if you have used any other video editing software like Adobe Premiere Pro, so in that case, you guys can go to file. If you guys go to save as, it will just save the project. But here, what it will do, it will just save the project into this DaVinci Resolve itself. Okay, not into a PC. If you do want to save the working file, you need to go to export and you need to select what you want to export. Do you want to export the timeline? You guys can export the timeline, or do you want to export the whole project? You guys can come here, export the whole project to save this thing up for later management. Okay, so this was about saving, and now let's go to this deliver page, which is there at last, which is used for exporting your footage. Okay, so here you guys can see there are different options which you guys can basically use if you directly want to upload your video into your YouTube account, and also they'll be showing you at what pixels you do want to upload it. Do you want to upload it in a 720p? Do you want to upload it in a 1080 or into 1440p? Okay, you do have all of this option. If you do have your Vimeo account, you guys can upload your video into your Vimeo account, into your Twitter, into a TikTok. If you do want to save it in your Dropbox, or if you do want to upload it directly into the Final Cut Pro, okay, which is another video editing software by Mac, then you guys can actually do that from here. Okay, so there are a lot of options. If you want to upload a MP4 file, you guys can come here and select the H.264 option. Okay, so let's try to talk about all these options available over here. So the first thing what you need to do is you need to come here and select the file name. Okay, at what name do you want to select, or do you want to export your file? Let's name this one as the video effects for now. And also you guys will be able to choose at what location are you going to save this. So for that, I will go into my browse option. I will click onto the browse option. Let's go to my desktop. Otherwise, let's come here. Let's go to my PC. Let's go to my E drive. And from here, I will just select this option. Let's go to large icons, and I want to save this file as the video effects. Okay, so I will just click on to save, and it will be saved on my resource file. And also they are basically asking me that as I do have multiple clips over here, do I want to save or render each and everything as an individual clip, or do I want to do it as a single clip? Okay, so for now, I want to do it in a single clip. I can actually adjust the audio over here as well, the way I want. You guys can check out the file type. Here you guys can see what is the disk space and how much the disk space used after rendering. Okay, so I will just go to video. I can select at what format I do want it. Okay, I can come here. Let me select the format, which is the MP4 format. I will come here. I will save or export the video in MP4 format over here. And the codec I will choose as H.264. Okay, and also I will keep the encoder as auto. And after that, you guys will be able to select at what range you want your resolution to be. Okay, so by default, it was 1920 into 1080, which was there already by default in my project settings. Okay, you guys can do that. And also, if you do want to change the frame rate, you guys can come here, change the frame rate. If you do want any keyframes automatically, you guys can come here, work with that. You guys can see this is the ICQ quality, which I won't be talking about much because that are not that necessary. Okay, so let's come here and under advanced settings, you guys can see that you guys can actually select the aspect ratio. Okay, and if you do want it in a cinemascope, you guys can do that. You guys can see the color space tag, the gamma tag as well. So I will come here, I will just close this thing down, the advanced setting option. And if you do have any kind of subtitles, you guys can come here and you guys can actually check out the subtitle settings as well. Okay, so what format you are putting your subtitle as, and how do you want to export this thing as well. So I will come here, I will just close this thing down again. And once you are done with this part, the next thing what you need to do is you need to come here and click on add to render queue. And before rendering, you need to make sure that you check each and everything one more time. Okay, because if you are not able to export the exact file, all of your effort which you do have put while editing the video have gone into vain. Okay, so again you need to do again that particular hassle. So to avoid all of this, make sure to check twice any of your work. Okay, so now let's click on to add to render queue option. And over here, once I do have clicked on add to render queue, you guys can see that onto the right hand side corner here on top under the render queue, I do have this particular video. So if I don't want to do this thing with multiple clips, I can come here and I can do it with multiple clips. Okay, so if you do want to change anything, if you do want to save the render job, I will come here, I will just cancel this one now, and I can have multiple footages, and I will just click on save. And once you're done, I will just click on render all, and it will basically be saved into my resource file. Okay, so let me just click on render all when it will get rendered. So over here, as you guys can see that now I am done rendering this file. Okay, so once I'm done, again, I can just go back onto my edit page. And if I don't want to see the footage, okay, let's come here. Let's go to my file. And from here, what I need to do is I need to go into my resource file. So for that, I'll go to this PC. Let's go to my E drive. And from here, let's come to this image and let's go to the videos option. And under videos, you guys can see I do have a lot of videos, but let's come here. Let's just go on to this. And here you guys can see this video is being saved in an MP4 format. Okay, so let's double click. Let's check this video out over here. Okay, and over here you guys can see this is the video which I do have basically edited and I do have exported as well. So now let's close it down, and yeah, I hope you guys do have understood this class on how you will be able to export your video. Okay, so I hope this whole tutorial was quite helpful for you. And now if you're getting started with DaVinci, it will be quite easier for you to understand how this basic software actually works. Okay, so take care everyone. Keep on practicing DaVinci Resolve and keep on knowing more about video editing. Take care everyone.